Hello Hillsboro! Today I'm going to show you how to make a tiny loom out of materials you probably have lying around already. To make the tiny loom and mini tapestry weaving, you'll need warp thread. This should be yarn that doesn't break easily, or you can use dental floss. Weft thread. This can be yarn or anything pliable like shoelaces, twine, and more. The sky's the limit. A small piece of cardboard or an old credit or gift card. This will become the loom. Scissors. And a tapestry needle or just a regular safety pin, which you can thread and use like a needle. To begin, take your card or cardboard and cut notches on the short edges. These should be about a 1/4 inch apart and about 1/8 of an inch deep, and there should be the same number of cuts on both sides. Next, find your warp thread. Knot the end, leaving a tail that's a few inches long. Place this in the notch on the top left with the knot on the back side. Then, bring the thread down to the first notch on the bottom left. Wrap around the back and come back up through the second notch on the bottom left. After that, stretch the thread to the second notch on the top left. Continue doing this until you get to the last notch. You'll now have 2 tails. You can tape these to the back if you'd like. Now, it's time to start weaving. To begin, thread your needle or safety pin with your first weft material. Weave over one warp thread, under one warp thread, over one, under one, and so on. When you finish weaving each row, push it down to the bottom of the loom. For the second row, reverse the threads you went over and under. This is called a plain weave. Keep doing this back and forth until you want to change weft materials. When you're ready to switch it up, leave a tail a few inches long. We'll hide these tails later. You'll notice I don't always weave the weft thread all the way across. You can do almost anything you want with the weft. For more fun patterns, search for tapestry weaving techniques online. When you've filled up the space on your tiny loom, it's time to tie up those loose ends. Beginning with your first thread, knot it around the first warp string. Then, bring it down through the weft loops along the edge. These edges are called the selvage. Repeat this with your last weft and warp threads. Then move on to hiding all the tails in between. Once all your tails are tucked in, it's time to pop your warp tails off the loom and repeat the tying and tucking. Now you're ready to take your new weaving off the loom. Shimmy some of your weft threads up or down to hide the warp loops from the top and bottom of your weaving. Now you have your very first tiny weaving. We'd absolutely love to see your creations. Happy weaving, wash your hands, and be well.